Good morning. I'm Todd Pylant, Senior Pastor of First Baptist Church of Benbrook, and I want to welcome you to a video introduction of Sunday morning worship, August the 7th at First Baptist Church of Benbrook. Our teaching Sunday morning comes from Romans 15:4. We've been doing a series for July and will continue through August. Paul talks about the Scriptures bring us encouragement as we run with endurance the race that is set before us. And by looking at the Scriptures, things that were written long ago, we find hope. And so we've been looking at the faith stories of men and women who ran their race with endurance to see how it might encourage us as we run our race. We've looked at Daniel and Esther. Last week was Joseph. This Sunday morning is the story of the Apostle Paul. And our focus on Paul this morning, on Sunday morning, is the fact that Paul had a very clear sense of his calling. He knew the good works that God had created him in Christ Jesus to do. And that clarity guided him in his life. It directed him not only into what he should do, but also into what he should not do. It helped him through the many trials and obstacles he experienced, not just to survive, but to overcome with a purpose. It also helped him as he faced opposition. We'd like to think if we're doing what God's called us to do, there won't be any opposition, but that didn't work out for Daniel and Joseph or Paul, and it won't work out for us. But it was his clarity of call that empowered him to face his opposition. And also, it was in his calling where he found his joy. So that's our teaching for Sunday morning. If you'll be praying about that and asking the question, what's the good work God has created you to do? And how can God encourage you on your journey through the story of the Apostle Paul? In our first worship service at 9 o'clock, our early service, our traditional service, Janet Grimsley will be bringing a special music, and it's always a blessing to hear our church members proclaim a testimony through music. We'll also have the opportunity to hear some testimonies from our preteen group. They just came back from preteen camp, and God moved in some significant ways, and they're going to share testimony about that. In our 11 o'clock service, our contemporary service, the gathering, we'll hear the same word about Paul's life, encouragement from the Scriptures. The preteens will be in that service as well to give their testimony. But we invite you after the gathering to stay for our lunch. First Sunday of every month, the gathering has a potluck lunch. The theme this month is Mexican food, so bring some food to share, stay for lunch as we build the fellowship of the gathering. So hopefully that'll help you come to worship prepared on Sunday morning, expecting God to speak to you in a meaningful way. Hope that you have a great week, and we'll see you on Sunday morning.